Hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to the winner announcement of the 2020 Vision Hack with myself, Paul Wheels from AD Link. I'm going to be joined by a few of the members of the hack that have been really supportive, and of course, we'll be speaking to the winner, we'll be dialing them in. So, first of all, let me bring in Zoe and Raymond, my co-hosts and great friends throughout this hack. Hi, guys, how are you?
Good morning, good evening.
Good evening.
It's an exciting day, guys. First of all, from me to you, thank you so much for your support throughout this hack. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been an awful lot of content made, but we've had some great laughs throughout it. So let me just tell everybody. It is, isn't it?
Hack in my life.
Yeah, but we've got some great quality because we give people a bit of that extra time. What was the hack? We launched the hack in December 2020 to find solutions to industrial problems using computer vision and edge computing. And we'll be announcing that winner today, who wins $10,000 in go-to-market support with Intel and AD Link. So this may be not just the last that you'll hear from us in the press and with the marketing that we'll do with the guys to help them promote this absolutely phenomenal solution prototype that they've put together. Raymond, what's been your highlight from the hack?
The beginning was very interesting when I hear the 3 months hack, when we take out the mini competition.
Yeah,
it was very fun. So I see people posting interesting things, and I track a lot of new people that never heard about AD Link. That was my first highlight. My first tutorial for AD Link was my highlight. Then after that, the biggest highlight were in the Discord server. People start helping each other. It's like, no way, people helping each other. It's a competition. It's like it's a marathon, but people holding hands kind of moment. And then after they started, they get into the later stage. Then I see prototype coming up. It's like, oh my God, it was like real, like all the idea turned into like actual functional prototype.
Yeah.
Then I also start to feel I want to cry kind of moment. Now we have this.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not quite the end because we're gonna support the team moving on as well, and we'll still be interacting. The Discord team link will still be running as well for the teams to continue to chat.
Perfect. Where there's no loser here, guys. You all are my best people, my angel, alumni, whatever we call it. Reach out to me anytime. You have my numbers. That's how I call it, right? Call me anytime. That's how I do it.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Don't do that. I'm just kidding.
I'll just post your number on there.
Discord server right now.
I'll just post your number there so everybody's got it, Raymond.
No, not that.
Hey, Zoe, thanks for joining us and for all your support. What's been your highlight?
I think one of the biggest highlight for me is being able to work so closely with Paul and the AD Link team. I don't think we've worked this as intimate as this, where you kind of came to us early in Q4 saying, hey, I want to do this for developers. I want to help them solve problems and empower them with the right tools, the right hardware, software. Let's do this together. And we obviously had the same objectives, and we wanted to do this for developers as well. And so we came on board under Paul's vision of doing this for all of you, and empowering you with the right tools and education as well. And so I think that's one of the highlights, is just the collaboration that we're able to do, and in turn, the experience that developers are able to have with the end-to-end platforms and software, and help from all of the evangelists and trainers at Intel and AD Link. And so I think that's one of my biggest highlights. Is just, I think the impact that we have as Intel and AD Link together is just so much more. And obviously, it's just been so amazing working with you, Paul. You're so passionate about developers, and same for you, Ray. And I think it's just a great collaboration, all in all.
Oh, it's been an absolutely fantastic experience, and I've loved having Raymond as co-host through pretty much all the shows. We've had some great technical difficulties, but we've made it through it. Well, for me personally, there's a couple of things. There's the global reach that we got. I knew we'd get global with this, with it being virtual, but way, way wider than what I thought we would. The interaction across the teams, like Raymond was saying, where people throughout the hack and with the support with Hacker Earth, in coming together. You know, people who had some skills missing that on the prototype they want to build, and through the Discord channels and through Hacker Earth and stuff, were able to connect and join and build teams. And we had a few of those teams right the way through into the final stages, which was absolutely fantastic to see. But it was really about, for me, really pushing forward with the whole developer relation kind of strategy and methodology of people coming together and showing the tools that we can use to really build some damn cool stuff. And it's one of the things that we at AD-Link have been really passionate about with the Vizi-AI, which is available on arrow.com for $199, as you can see on the bottom of the screen. But it really is a phenomenal developer kit, and as you'll see, can make some absolutely fantastic things as well. So what I've done is put together a little bit of a highlights video. Let's have a look. So there you go, there were some highlights. We've got a special guest that's just joined us, Mr. Steve Kamish from AD-Link, VP of Software, Edge Software and Solutions, my boss. So I have to be very nice and complimentary to Steve. Hi, Steve. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Paul. Thanks very much. Good to see you guys.
So Steve was was the key instigator for the hack, and himself and Andy Penfold came to the team and said, "Hey, look, should we do a hack? We've talked about doing it before. How would it work?" So we came up with the concept and idea, and really, I think, ran with it. In fact, sprinted with it. You know, from concept, what was it? August, September as concept. We knocked around a few ideas, and then got the great support from you guys to really launch it in December. Steve, what was your key driver on wanting to do this hack?
Yeah, Paul. So I guess it's all about trying to help, you know, the developers out there try to build, you know, solutions with AI. So there's a lot of education still to go on. And you know, we'd done that about a year ago. We built the Vizi-AI as a little platform to try and encourage people to get using Intel's tool set. And AD-Link's vision is always about helping people to build solutions, because it encourages people to take our hardware, of course, and our software. And that's what we did. We got together and thought, how can we help the community really just enable? And that's what we do at AD-Link. We provide hardware and software to enable people to build solutions and go to market. That's effectively why we came up with this idea.
Yeah, and I think, you know, as you were saying, it demonstrates our big drive, and like we're doing a big campaign at the moment, looking for partners, system integrators, ISVs, value-added resellers for solutions using edge computing and computer vision to solve real-life problems in warehousing and manufacturing. As an example, you know, we love the industrial space as AD-Link. So, you know, if there's any businesses out there that are looking for solutions in those spaces, please do get in contact with us. And we'd love to have a chat with you. We've got, you know, some great solutions that need stuff built on that. Your experience with your customer base will help us achieve that. Thanks for the comment there from Rob Risney on the hack. And yeah, we're definitely living on the edge. We live by it, as Rob well knows. So, Steve, what's your thoughts on the final submissions that we got, or in a generalistic?
Really, really good, Paul. Actually, it's really impressed. The whole hack's been, can I just say, well done to you guys. It's really well run, really great engagement, and the ideas we got were just phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
There's so many good entrants, and I think it definitely surpassed what we thought. So loads of interest, loads of great projects, and yeah, it was really exciting, and yeah, looking forward to the announcement of the winner. Well done.
Yeah, so me too. So we give the guys the Vizi-AI, as Steve mentioned, which is a developer kit with the Intel E3940 CPU and the Movidius VPU. So they've got the hardware power. It's on a single board, so it makes it really easy and mobile to build upon as well. And you've got the AD-Link Edge platform software as well, which has a lot of modular design software on there to really configure easily and get the data to and from you need to build your models, and then start to create outcomes using, for example, Node-RED application that we have on there as well, to which is a really heavily used tool within IoT as a whole already. So we've really thought out how to make this whole experience of building prototypes and then being able to scale as easy as possible as well. And with that software configuration, you can then replicate and move across into more industrial grade hardware, such as like the neon cameras that AD-Link make. That's my little pitch on that one. So what the team's playing for here? They're playing for $10,000 and also the go-to-market support. So quite often with hacks, over the past few years, when corporates have done hacks, it's kind of like wanting to take that IP and build upon it. Well, our drive here was actually to enable businesses to succeed and partner with them, not taking anything away, but adding to it. So we're doing the go-to-market support as well. And that means, helping them reach out to our networks of customers and partners, demonstrating the value of what they can do and evolving what they've done with the prototype, which is really exciting and a little bit different from feedback from the market. So, so the themes that we had were based on energy, manufacturing, warehousing, and worker safety. Let's take a look at my good old theme video that I show on every show. Let's take a look at the computer vision themes for the 2020 Vision Hack. Manufacturers leverage powerful, real-time data from the IoT to increase uptime, perform preventative maintenance, enhance productivity, improve mobile accessibility, and a host of other benefits, like fault detection and enabling higher quality production and quality inspection. Distribution businesses have requirements for asset management, business process efficiencies, and new business models. Considerations like warehouse management, tracking and tracing assets in real time, security and transparency, monitoring asset movement within and around the facility to prevent theft or the misplacement of goods. Workplace safety. Thousands of workers die in industrial accidents each year in the world, and a huge amount suffer from non-fatal work-related injuries. Workers, employees, and insurance companies collectively face billions of dollars of direct and indirect costs due to industrial accidents, and individuals suffer unnecessarily. For example, think about personal protective equipment, PPE detection, ensure people are wearing the correct equipment for hazardous environments. Fall detection, enable identification and notification systems when workers experience injury or equipment is damaged. The energy sector is adopting the use of computer vision to enable smarter, automated, and more effective sensor data collection. Actionable data available when and where it needs to be. Example uses are wind energy producers identifying maintenance such as dirt accumulation on wind turbines, dead insects, and cracks in foundations or towers. In mines, automatic detection of anomalies in mines, for example leaks, fires, smoke, or even production blocks. So there you go, there's the four themes that everybody was working towards. We've now got a couple of the judges. So we had 6 judges, 3 from Intel and 3 from AD-Link, and they worked on a criteria that we tried to make as fair as possible in building the prototypes. Toby, Stuart, thanks very much for joining us. How are you doing, guys?
Very well. How are you, Paul?
Very well, Paul.
Hey, Toby, has the hack delivered on your expectations following our conversations early doors and describing to you what our expectations were? How have you found it?
So I was very impressed what people were able to do of taking an idea and bringing it to a POC in a very short period of time. I think that was my goal, is to really validate that the investments that AD-Link and Intel have made in removing some of the friction in using machine vision have been achieved. And I think based on the submissions we've seen, that we've really seen that we are headed in the right direction from that perspective.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, so the phase one was, bringing in those use cases, and we got 115 of those, 1,432 registrations for the hack. And the use cases were really, really interesting, and it wasn't an easy task for you guys to go through all of them, especially, so early in the year when there's so much other business stuff to do. So I really appreciate that investment from you guys. Stuart, how did you find it?
I've run a number of hackathons for Intel, and I really enjoyed this one. It was, a lot of it was down to Paul. He's such a good organizer, so it was really,
no.
It was good from our side, but it was really interesting to see the different variations and different projects that the teams came up with. I really wish we could give away more than one prize, but I think we've come down to a good one. So I'm pleased about that as well. So
yeah,
it's been really enjoyable. It's been lots of fun. So no, if you're going to do another one, make sure to get an invite. Thanks.
for sure. You've also kindly going to give the runners-up access to the Intel Innovation Program. Can you give us a little bit of insight on that?
Yeah, sure. Let me just see if I can share my screen. We're going to go, and hopefully you can see this one coming up. So the Intel Software Innovators Program, it runs for different groups. Obviously, we're IoT, so we're looking for IoT software innovators. And one of the advantages and the things that we're offering to all of the people who participated is to get access to a non-disclosure agreement from Intel and early access to hardware and software. And the people that teach it are the developers and everything at Intel, so they get to a one-on-one conversation with those people. We have monthly calls with these software innovators to show the new stuff that's coming along. We've got event support. We haven't been spending so much money this past year as the face-to-face events went away, but you can ask for some money for traveling to a class to talk about your project, but also Intel stuff. We'll support those sort of things as well. And then we help with registration and things if you're running your own events. So it's something that's open to anyone really, but we'd really like to push it to people who are participating in the hackathon, because really they are the sort of people that we want, because they're doing something hands-on. And there is a website that these people put all the stuff up called devmesh.intel.com, and here's some of the projects that are I just choose, okay, show me the top, the first list of the IoT projects, and what have we got? We've got 690 results up there. So some of these are done, some of these are people looking for help with projects, and some of them are shipping and real products out there. So we'll send out the link to all the participants and see if we can get them to sign up and continue working with them as we go forward with their own projects. Because I know there's a fair number of them who've said that even if they don't win, they're going to continue building this thing. They've got an investment in there. So we'd like to help with that as well.
Yeah, there was a couple of teams who, due to personal circumstances, ran out of time, even though we did try and make this for as long as possible to give people plenty of time to do. Yeah. But, circumstance happens there, and it's great that they're really still motivated to do that. And this is a great offering and support from Intel. So thanks very much for that, Stuart. It's really appreciated. I'm sure all the teams will benefit from that hugely. So should we move on to find out who we have as runners-up? Okay, so as he... It is. It's the big time. Okay, so first runner-up is Trioculus, a standalone perception module for warehouses. They merged the stereo camera with a processor and Intel Movidius chip to open a new door for industrial automation. The compact and low-power device uses ROS and AD-Link libraries to provide the most flexible solution for perception requirements. Leverage the wide applications available in open source for these frameworks. They are able to detect objects of interest and find their 3D positions to enable existing ROS navigation stack to do the required actions with the object. Due to their use of neural networks, we can continuously detect the objects in real time at 20 to 30 frames per second, allowing robots to interact with the clutter scenes as well. This is absolutely brilliant work, guys. I've got some comments here that I'll share as well from... the teams, sorry, no, I don't for this one, but I do for the next one. Okay, so that's Trioculus. Absolutely fantastic work, guys. Really appreciate it and really, really interesting use. Next runner-up is I See That. This is a really interesting one for me, and I think it's because of the attitude of the characters in the video that I haven't shown here, because it is quite a long video by the guys, and thanks to LB and the team for putting this together. But it really sort of opens up an interesting and innovative concept of using the Unreal gaming engine to create and using a realistic-looking computer game simulation as a test platform for computer vision and machine learning tasks. This is one of those teams that met through the hack actually and built this together, leveraging each other's experience. And this is exactly what we were looking for. Really building out that community and getting people working together. no matter where they are. One team member was in the US and one team member was in India. So guys, really, really innovative. Absolutely loved it. Let's see, Toby's comments here. Getting quality data to training is a huge risk for many projects. Having a simulated environment for synthetic data is a good approach to this problem. Completely agree, Toby. It's absolutely brilliant. And then we have the next runner-up is asset tracker. Asset data tracking, extreme weather storms and extreme heat, snow events causes damage to power distribution and telecom infrastructure, resulting in disruption. Hurricane Harvey, for example, caused 5,726 utility pole damages and impacted 219,000 customers without power for 2 weeks in 2017. So, there's a real use case here and some absolutely fantastic value. I love this video that the guys shared, and this is actually shown in real time, them driving down the road, looking at the assets, and you can actually see the Node-RED side of things here on the right hand side. So great use on that one, guys. And I think we had Bridget, who sadly couldn't join us today, commented, most professional presentation and the problem statement is extremely valid. Keep working on it, guys. We are sure this will be a great solution to the market. Okay, and the final runner-up was Andrew Dahlstrom, and this is one of the teams that just ran out of time and was unable to really complete their solution, but they're very keen to continue having the support from AD-Link and Intel, and this is for worker safety. And so, Andrew, thanks very much for submitting your paperwork here for us to assess, and it was a shame that you were unable to get this fully in motion, but look forward to staying in touch and helping you through that. Okay, I think it's the time. Oh, hold on, we've got a comment. I'll stall. Yeah.
Drum roll.
Yeah. Okay. So congratulations to Machine Vision Poker-Yog, Sergio Velmi. Let's see if I can dial him in. Hey, Sergio, how are you doing? Congratulations.
Hi. Thank you.
$10,000 richer. Beers are on you when I finally get over to Spain.
For sure. Thank you so much, guys.
Hey, I've got to commend you. This is absolutely brilliant. I mean, you really went beyond the Call of Duty for this. Just not from using the vision side of things and stuff, but you with your 3D printing, which we'll show everybody with it. Toby, anything to say to Sergio?
Oh, it by far, I think for a hack, this is way beyond what our expectations were, and just from the experience that I have in working with certain customers, it certainly addresses a pain point with a lot of the manufacturing processes that are out there, and ensuring people that are following processes. I mean, one of the complaints that we have from the customers where this topic comes up is it's so easy for employees to defeat the system because they figure out the ways around it. But with the camera and with getting constant feedback, the worker will feel much more involved in the process and getting benefit from it, rather than it just being Big Brother watching them and enforcing lots of constraints on their workflow. Very well done.
Great.
Thank you,
Stuart.
Stuart. The interesting thing for me about this one was we had a hackathon with a major food vendor, and this was exactly what they were looking for. They weren't manufacturing widgets, they were stacking food onto a hamburger. So lettuce, tomato, no onions for that customer. And no, the number of people who were building these burgers, everybody got onions and then they would take them back off because the automated process was how people were just working it. Having something like this that can automatically do custom orders for people would be something they would buy. They will buy it right now. So yeah, we'll go to get them introduced back to that customer as well and see how we can get that involved.
Brilliant, Steve.
Yeah,
what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's fantastic, right, Paul? This is such a good project, and just like Toby said, we've seen this use case so many times, and I was just really impressed with obviously what Sergio showed us, and looking forward to helping with the go-to-market.
Yeah, Sergio, should we show everybody what you made?
Thank you.
Here we go. Here's Sergio.
Yeah, this is for verify the correct part we need to the assembly process. I can discard the ones who that they don't fit to the assembly. And in the top right, I have accounting, two numbers that say to the operator how much of each color they need to put in the table. When all the parts are in the correct number, and you can start the assembly. And this is another model. This is a custom classification model. Okay. This one is important, but there is a lot of parts that they are very small. When you put inside, you can't see it. This is a little O-ring that when you put in the assembly, it's go backwards, and this is what place it. But when you place it correctly, this you cannot see it. This is very typical. How many parts do you have to put and where? That is, it's another custom classification model.
And I think one of the other. Sorry, go on.
No, and the last one is for safety too. Many of these processes have to requires gloves, security gloves, and or glasses or things like that, and there is a warning for that.
That's cool.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's really cool, and I love the incorporation with the worker safety as well with the gloves. It just shows how extendable using vision is. Being able to incorporate those types of things is just absolutely fantastic. I am sincerely blown away by this, and really looking forward to supporting you with the go-to-market over the coming weeks and months. And also, we've got a number of press partners who are very keen to speak with you, which will help promote your fantastic work, mate. Absolutely fantastic. You really demonstrate the value of edge computing and computer vision. So absolutely brilliant. We saw a comment there pop up from Rob Risney. Could be an interesting application for pill identification for home healthcare. It sure could, Rob. And anybody who sees this and it resonates, by all means, get in touch with us, and we'd love to chat with you with Sergio on this type of use. So I think that the $10,000 will be on the way to you very, very quickly. I'd like to say a few thank yous to, of course, Intel for their sponsorship and partnership, but also for the new friendships that I've made personally. It's been I'm going to miss my Wednesday call. So throughout this hack, we've caught up on a Wednesday, and it's been my highlight of the week. It's been a really good laugh. It's been full of energy and really supportive as well. So guys, thank you so much for that. And of course, thank you for the money, and the neural sticks as well, and
Hootie.
There had to be a faux pas for me somewhere along the lines, didn't there, Mr. Kamish? Okay, thank you to AD-Link management and the marketing team who've been a phenomenal support. The full Intel crew, as I mentioned, Hacker Earth as well. Can't thank them enough as well. They've really helped us branch out and be able to find all the 1,432 people that registered for the hack, and kept me well in order on a Monday call that I used to have with those guys as well. So I'm going to miss those one as well. So Shani, thank you very much for your support on that. Do keep following hashtag 2020 Vision Hack. We're going to keep on using that and sharing the content of Sergio's story moving forward as we go to market and help him through that. And on that note, thank you very much. It's a bit of a sad occasion for me right now, but thank you very much for everything, guys. It's been an absolutely phenomenal experience, and I really look forward to doing another one with you, hopefully. And
I'll see you again
On
for
that.
sure, Paul.
Yeah, congrats, Sergio.
Yeah.
I'll find you.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Sergio.
Well,
Thank you, everyone, the winners.
Well done, Sergio. Brilliant.
Oh, it's okay to cry
Congrats,
now.
guys.
It's okay to cry now. It's okay. To cry.
Hold it back. Oh, hold on. We've got a comment. We can last this for a little bit longer. Oh. Many thanks to the folks at AT Link and Intel and entire support team for their efforts to support this event. That is one big thing that I did forget to say, and I really apologize. We had a Slack channel, and we had phenomenal support from the Intel and AD Link teams. They're the guys in the background that helped Sergio and all the other teams. We did the support 24/7 with Being Global, and the guys did a phenomenal job. So I've got to thank them so much for that. It really made the hack. Quite often with virtual hacks, if anybody ever does one, make sure you support people. It really helps them. There's a lot of times with hacks that you don't, and the things fall apart. So please take my advice on that one. And on that note, I'm going to play the video, and we're going to go out. Thanks very much, and good day.
All right. Yeah.
Bring that circuit component over here. Oh, I got him.